Good morning, Math Wizards. I'm excited to have some extra practice with you today with subtraction. So make sure that you have a pencil. Make sure that you have your worksheet that we're going to work through today. And the first thing that we're going to do is always the same. I pick up my pencil and write my name. So make sure you have your pencil, and we're going to write our name right here on that top line. It says name and has a line. Let's write our name. I'm going to write my name. You should write your name on your paper. You should always write your name on your paper so that we know whose it is. There is nothing worse than turning in your work and not getting credit for it. Also, you should always write your name first. Don't wait until after you have finished your work, because most of the time we forget to go back and write our name. So that's why that's the first thing we do, is always the same. Pick up our pencil and write our name. Okay? So once you are done with that, see, I wrote my name right there. Stayed on the line. You should have your name written there. We're going to go ahead and get started. So we have been working on subtraction. That is with Linus the minus. We know that with Linus the minus, he likes to take away. We have to take away from the bigger number. So in a subtraction equation, you're going to have the big number first. How many we start with. We have the whole number that we start with, the bigger number, and then we take away from it with Linus the minus. When I talk about an equation, remember, an equation is the full number signs sentence. So an equation has the numbers in the math story or problem and the symbols. And you have to pay attention to where the symbols are in the problem. Sorry. So you need to make sure, this wouldn't make sense if that was an equal sign and that was a minus sign. You need to make sure that your symbols are in the right place. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's look right up here in this box. We're looking at this picture. So this picture shows and matches this math story. Listen with your ears, and you should be looking right at this box so that you can follow along. All right, we can see there's birds and a nest. The math story says 9 birds are in a nest. 4 birds fly away. How many birds are left in the nest? That word left is a key word that you should remember that's telling you that it is a subtraction problem. How many are left means you've taken away. How many are left there? So we can see right here, if we count all of the birds, the whole number first, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 birds are in the nest. X them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 that flew away. So you can see they're X'd out because we always X out to take away in a math story picture. So there's our takeaway. Linus the minus means take away. 4 equals, how many are left? Remember, that equal sign means the answer is next. That's the difference. How many are left? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 birds left. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this one together. We're looking at number 1 with the chipmunks. So we are going to represent the math story in the picture, and then we're going to write the equation. This time, they've already given us those symbols there. That helps us, okay? Remember, an equation has the numbers and the symbols. Let's take a look here. For number 1, it says, Hilma sees 6 chipmunks on the ground. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She sees 6 chipmunks on the ground. So this picture matches it. 5 chipmunks climb a tree. How many are left on the ground? So there's that word left. So we know that's asking us to subtract. So there were 6 chipmunks on the ground. 5 of them climb a tree. So we're going to X out the 5 that climb the tree to see how many are left. So let's go ahead and start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I X'd out 5 chipmunks. How many are left? We're going to see there's 1 left there. So now we need to write the equation that matches. So with subtraction, we start with the whole or the bigger number first. That means how many did we start with? We started with, if you remember, 6 chipmunks were on the ground. So that's the first number I'm going to write. 6 chipmunks were on the ground. 5 of them climbed up the tree. That's our next number. So we know we take away 5 because they climbed a tree. So minus 5. And you can always go back to the picture if you don't remember the words from the story and look at what we did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 were taken away. So there's 5 equals how many are left? 1. So let's write that number here. 1. Fantastic. Flip it over. Flip it over, friends. Ooh, now we're looking at cows. So now we're going to represent the story in the picture, and then we're going to fill in the numbers to complete the equation, just like we did on the last one, okay? So let's listen. 8 cows are eating grass in a field. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cows are eating grass in a field. 6 cows lie down. How many cows are left standing? So how many cows did we say are laying down? 6. So I'm taking away 6 cows. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you take away the right number. If you do not X out enough, then you're not going to get the right answer. And please make sure that your X's are easy to see. I've seen some friends that they X them out, but when they go back to count how many to finish their equation, they get confused and write the wrong number because they've X'd out so lightly that they can't see it and they're not counting correctly, okay? So make sure you're Xing out to where you can go back and see, oh, these are all taken away, okay? All right, let's now fill in. We've represented it in our picture. Let's go ahead and write the equation. So if I don't remember what the math story said, I'm going to say it again. But if you don't know, you can always go back and look at the picture. So remember, subtraction means we start with the whole number, the big number first. So let's look at that. There were 8 cows in the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means how many were there in the beginning? 8. So we're going to write 8. 8. 6 of them laid down. So I'm going to take away 6. I can always count and make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 were taken away. So that's my next number, 6. 8, take away 6, minus a minus. Take away 6 equals, oh, the equal sign says how many are left? What is the difference? Let's count them. It means we're going to count the ones that are not taken away. 1, 2. So 8 minus 6 equals 2. Good job. Let's look down here. We are looking at some fishies. So let's go ahead and listen to the math story. Listen to the words. Listen to the numbers. We're going to represent it in the picture first. Then we're going to write the equation, okay? So 5 fish are near the bottom of the pond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how many we start with. That's the whole number. 5 fish. Actually, I want you guys to do this one on your own. So I'm going to read to you the math story. You have your picture. You need to X out how many you are taking away and then write the equation. I want you listening. I don't want you coming up to me telling me, I don't know what to do here. We have done the last 2 together. This one you're doing on your own. X out how many you're taking away, and then write the equation. Remember, we start with the whole, the bigger number first. Minus the minuses, then take away how many you're taking away equals how many are left. So let's listen to the math story. All right, 5 fish are near the bottom of the pond. We got our 5 there. 5 of them swim away. So X out how many you're taking away. I said 5 of them are swimming away. How many fish are left? This one might be a little tricky for some of us. There's 5 fish at the bottom of the pond. 5 of them swim away. How many are left? So you need to X out and represent it in the picture. Then come down here and write the matching equation. Think about what we did together up here if we're having trouble. You can always pause this video, rewind it back if you need to listen to the story again. I'm going to say it one more time. There are 5 fish near the bottom of the pond. 5 of them swim away. So you need to X out how many go away. How many are left? Write your numbers in the right place. We start with the big number first. Minus the minus. Minus how many equals how many are left. What's the difference? When you're all done with that, I want you to go back and make sure that you've completed. You need to X out and represent in the picture. You should have your equation written with your numbers filled in for all of what we did together. Make sure your name is on it, and then you're going to go turn it in, or Miss K or somebody, if you get a star on it, once your paper's checked and has a star, it can go in your take-home folder to go home, okay? Great job, friends. See you next time.